Hello, Internet. Welcome to my very first podcast. I'm already anticipating the cringe of listening to this a few years down the road and thinking to myself, is this where it all went wrong? Realistically, these podcasts will never breach the surface of cyberspace, but in the off chance there's an advanced form of bot listening, or maybe even an actual human being who dove a little too deep, hey, what's up? I'm Sam, and I'll be your breathtakingly beautiful host on this show, Fake It Till You Make It. Before I delve into the juicy parts of this introduction, let me tell you a little bit about myself, since I'm certain you're just so curious. My name is Sam, I'm 20 years old, and I'm a junior in college. I have no credentials or really any validation for putting my opinion on the internet, but really, who does? And most importantly, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing with my life, goals, myself, but I'm really just winging it out here, so if that sounds like you or you can relate to that, then cheers. I'm sure you're hanging on the edge of your seat, headphones jammed in your ears, palms beginning to break a sweat, just dying to know what this podcast is all about. Fake it till you make it? Sounds a little sexual to me. The truth is, I have no idea what this series, episode, whatever is going to be about. I don't want to label it or give it a genre of any sort, because I want the freedom and flexibility to produce whatever I want. My vision for this podcast is for it to be an unrestricted outlet for a whole clusterfuck of ideas, thoughts, topics, and issues I want to bring up. I want to be real with the internet, which is something I personally think has been put on the back burner, and I'm really looking forward to bringing that forward again. Anyway, back to business. I'm hoping to do episodes on college-related issues, lifestyle, maybe break down some barriers with mental health, and other cool, interesting topics like cooking, fashion, self-care, stuff like that. As well as some episodes on different things like building confidence, picking yourself up when you're down, two things I know nothing about, and I'm really hoping that researching them for this podcast series will bring me some light, but who knows, we'll see. My plan going forward is to produce and release all sorts of real shit to you guys, like just get nitty-gritty with the content. I plan on having guests to talk about their interests and really hope to diversify this series. I'm blessed to have really awesome friends and people in my life, and so if you're listening to this series, you're going to be really lucky when you get to hear what they have to say. So if you're interested in terrible sarcastic humor mixed with dad jokes, stick around, you just might like it. Now, I know today's podcast was pretty short, maybe 2-3 minutes max, but I really just wanted something to break the ice with my new channel before I started uploading real episodes and series where I actually get down and talk about, what I want to do. To be honest, I have no idea, how long the episodes are going to be, how frequently I'm going to release them, when, what days, the format, nothing. It's all up in the air right now, but I've been winging my life for the past 20 years, so I'm just going to keep going with it, and hopefully I'll, learn as I go, obviously make mistakes, but in the end, I'm really just want to make sure I post real, true content, and not try and fake anything, so you guys can learn along with me as I do this. The last thing I want to talk about today, normally this part I'm hoping in the future to do like a quote or a recommendation for something every video, like at the end, but for the first one instead I'm gonna do a really quick shout out to someone, first of the series, so you should feel honored. This podcast would not be possible without the help and support of my best friend Brittany, Brittney, okay, A-N-Y is for losers. I've been blabbing to Brittany a long time about wanting to do podcasts and how much I love it, and I just really wanted to get on board with it. And then for Christmas, I never said anything or never asked or anything. For Christmas, like out of the blue, she gave me this really awesome microphone, which is what I'm recording on right now. So I don't have an excuse now not to record them, but without Brittany, I would not be able to do this. So Britt, if you're listening, which you better be because you're literally my only viewer, thank you so much for this. Without you, it wouldn't be possible. And alright. Well, super big thanks to anyone out there listening. It means the world to me. You have no idea. I hope you continue on this wacky journey with me and enjoy the ride. I'm hoping to bring you some really cool, interesting topics, so let's see where this goes. Thank you. Alright, enough sappiness. Catch you later, alligators.